to Cityline. With me are two phenomenal individuals who are here to talk about one of my favorite yearly events. It means a lot to me. It's near and dear to my heart, and I know it's going to be near and dear to yours. I'm talking about the 38th annual Relay for Life in Tacoma returns home. And I cannot begin to tell you, I wish I had one of those clapping machines, because we all have been waiting for this moment. So please join me in welcoming Danyal Spadoni. You are on the event leadership team. You are a volunteer for Bring the Fun. You're also co-leading this. Welcome to Cityline, my dear.
Thank you for having me. It's excited to be here.
It's great to have you. And you brought with you another fabulous special individual. Kristi Shafer, you are also an event leadership team volunteer for Bring the People and the Fund, as opposed to fun, which is what Danyal is in charge of. Fund the Mission Lead. Kristi, welcome to Cityline.
Thank you very much. I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited. So let's just get to it, because we only have 13 minutes and I could talk about Relay, well, as I do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, we could too.
Danyal, tell us about the upcoming Relay for Life of Tacoma, and especially this year, given how long it has taken us to get back into person as of this conversation.
For sure. We are so excited to announce that we are planning an in-person event. We are coming home to Mount Tahoma on May 21st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's going to be a little bit of a smaller event, but it's still going to have all the exciting things that everybody knows and loves about our Relay event.
So let's talk about, because in order for us to appreciate just the full totality of what you said and what both of you are going to tell us, we have to go back and look at almost 3 years ago, March 3rd, I believe, or March 4th. Yeah. It was when we got the shelter in place from Governor Inslee. So Danyal, how has the ongoing pandemic affected Relay in those past almost 3 years?
Yeah, drastically, honestly. Just to be transparent, the American Cancer Society doesn't have a huge savings account. We are a nonprofit. So not only, when everything shut down, a lot of programs were shut down, a lot of budgets were cut, and still now a lot of programs are at risk. In 2020, we were unable to have an in-person event. We had an online event, which we know broke everyone's heart because we love seeing our Relay family. It also meant that a lot of the surrounding relays had to be consolidated. And now we are converging together to become one unit focused on the single goal of bringing an end to cancer. We love everyone. We want everyone to be part of the Tacoma Relay, no matter if you're from Buckley, Sumner, East Pierce. We're all family, and we're all here to bring an end to this horrible disease.
So Danyal, what can guests expect when they attend Relay this year at Mount Tahoma in person?
Well, as you said, we will be at Mount Tahoma, so it's the opportunity to come home. We've been there for the past about 15 years, and it's become like a home for us. Everyone will get to experience fun games and activities for the kids and the whole family. We're excited to have DJ Jeremy back. He was with us during our family reunion last year that we did, and our awesome and very well-known Dave Rossholm will be back to MC the event with us. We will have themed laps, silent auction, and food trucks from a few local Tacoma eateries. We want this event to be meaningful for our Relay family, and so we can see people that we haven't seen in a long time. We will, of course, be doing our Luminaria ceremony. It'll look a little bit different with our different time this year, but we are still gonna celebrate those survivors and honor those that we have lost to cancer.
I'm just closing my eyes and I'm seeing all of the people in the middle of the field. I see when we're in person, the purple, the boas, the tutus, the glitter, and especially I'm remembering the hugs and the tears and the jumping up and down when you get to see somebody who made it, who is a survivor, as we all are once we're diagnosed. So, question for both of you, and Kristi, I want to ask you this question first. What are you most excited about for Relay this year?
I'm excited about bringing our communities together. I'm from Buckley, and I also represent the other small communities here in East Pierce. And I'm excited to be joining in with Tacoma and being a part of this great family and trying to bring an end to cancer is our goal.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. And Kristi, when you say I'm from Buckley and you want to connect with a bigger community, that's what Relay is all about, isn't it? It's about all of us knowing that we are part of the same family, that cancer touches everybody. I have unfortunately never met anybody who did not know somebody or themselves was fighting cancer. So I join in and say, yes, Kristi, when it means coming all together. Danyal, what are you most excited about in the sense of us getting together this year?
I used to walk the Survivor Lap with my dad, and then my mom joined the Survivor Lap with us. Unfortunately, they are both no longer here, but I remember their fight. I remember how welcomed they felt and how not alone they felt. So I'm excited to see everybody. I'm excited to see people that use Relay as kind of like their milestone, their marker that they made it another year, that they are fighting cancer, they are surviving cancer. And I do it for my parents, and I'm excited to see everybody.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Thank you for that. So, Danyal, when we think about information, because one of the things that we've just talked about is that the true essence of Relay, and I saw both of you shaking your head, cannot be conveyed over a Zoom platform. So for people who are new to Relay for Life, what information can you share with them, Danyal?
Everyone's experience is different, but what Relay is a place to gather. It is a community that puts all their effort into raising funds to help the American Cancer Society fund different programs that are essential to survivors and to caregivers. And so when you show up at a Relay for Life event, at first you see a lot of people, but then those people become faces, they become names, and they become friends and family. And it is a place where everyone has the same common goal to bring an end to cancer.
There it is. So one of the things I loved when I've covered Relay for Life on behalf of TV Tacoma on the track is I loved getting there early and walking the track first off, but also seeing all of the pre-relay events and to see people who said, I sat down and had a crab dinner with you and it was delicious. I'm so glad to see you. So let's talk about some of those pre-relay events, Danyal, that help people come together and feel like Buckley is not too far away to come see Kristi.
I got an email this morning from Corinne at University of Puget Sound. I am so excited to announce that we are having a Relay for Life Tacoma kickoff at University of Puget Sound on Sunday, March 13th from 1 to 3. It'll be kind of a come as you are, gather information. We're going to have some photo opportunities, some fun music playing, and just get everybody excited and ready for Relay this year. We are doing the Daffodil Parade on April 9th, and we will also be having Teams rallies in April. So we're getting that ball rolling. It took us a while to get going at first, but we're moving forward.
You know what? It's okay. Those relay muscles might be a little stiff, but with the two of you and that team, and let's talk about Dave Rossholm. What an angel that man is. Love him to death. It can't help but be a great awakening for us once again to be in person. Kristi, what are some of your how do the donations actually, first I want to talk about that, support the American Cancer Society? Because I think, Kristi, we have become very aware of fundraising and nonprofits and how the money gets spent during the pandemic. So give us a refresher on how do these donations support the American Cancer Society?
I'd love to give you some information on that. The donations go to fund groundbreaking research that impacts all the communities with improved treatments. It provides education resources to patients, caregivers, to make the best informed decisions for their care. It also goes for advocating for change in City Hall, in the State House, and in Congress through our nonpartisan advocacy affiliate, the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network. Also, it goes to supporting patients, family, and caregivers through free patient services like our 24/7 1-800-Cancer Info helpline. Anyone can call that number. It doesn't have to be just the patient. If a family member is scared and wants a question, they can call that number. Free rides to appointments and to treatment, and free lodging for those that need to travel great distances to get the treatment that they need.
There we go. So based upon your vast knowledge of where that money goes, you must have thought about some of your favorite fundraising ideas, Kristi. So tell us what they are.
Well, some of them are very simple. We like to do a 24 in 24. We ask all our participants to raise $24 in 24 hours. And, simple, but it gets people motivated. Facebook fundraisers are huge. There's a lot of people still on Facebook, and that's a great place. We do auctions, money jars, put donation tins out at different businesses. I do that up here in my community, and that's a great way. T-shirt sales, but the big thing is the ask. Is that we want all of our participants and their friends is to ask for that donation for this very important purpose.
That's right. And my beautiful old Southern grandmother, who is no longer with us, used to always say to me, asking is for free. So just ask. It's not personal, but if you get a yes, you're going to feel 10 feet tall. So there you go. Danyal, before we say goodbye, amidst all this great information, remind us again how people can get involved and support Relay and the American Cancer Society.
Well, anyone can sign up. You don't have, a team could be one person, it could be 5, it could be 20. Signing up, joining us, raising those funds to help bring an end to cancer. You can be a day of volunteer. If you would like to see how it goes, we're always looking for new volunteers and new committee members. You can support a team with a donation if you can't be there yourself. You can always go to tacomarelay.org and sign up. And, feel free to reach out to us and ask. We love answering questions, and we just love seeing as many faces as we can.
Well, I have loved seeing these two beautiful faces. So thank you so much for being here today. And I will see you on the track when you feel that tap on your shoulder and hear the squeal. It's gonna be me. So brace yourself, sisters. And thank you so much for all that you and your teams have done. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you for having us.
You are more than welcome. We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back.